What do you take on the Xerath in this comp?
I think it's really bad against what the KOO Tigers are doing here because who are you going to be able to poke out with the Xerath in the late game? Like Sivir has been somewhat of an issue. So with Vayne, how's that going to work? There's a flash going in right now. Trace is bounced out of the fight. Smeb also there in the top lane. First blood for Vayne from 8K behind is Kuro right here. Chaser under the tower. That's going to be some nice poke. And not a dead Cassiopeia. The turnaround. Wisdom comes in by JIN unless they really want to go all in for it, but Captain Jack just has to take a breather. Has a lot more wiggle room as Wisdom just goes on to GBM, gets stunned actually.
The fast feet from Wisdom. Still
flash forward for the Q. Arcano Pulse claims a victim as GBM really commits to that one and gets double buffs after it.
And that's already a bit panic stations when we talk about win conditions coming into late.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're going to try and take this blue buff away. Chaser forces the flash out of Kuro. Equalizer goes down. Wisdom caught between a barbecue and some lightning.
Inside the map, they haven't prepped vision around. In fact, there's a couple of pink wards available. At least one notable pink ward available. Chaser is face checked by Smeb. They get a lot of damage. Equalizer used.
Yeah, he's going to try and back out right there. There's the harpoon. Arcane Smash knocks him back, but Smeb in a lot of trouble as the Xerath ult comes in. Flash and paralyzing gaze. Doesn't actually find a target. Smeb going back in with his W. Heals because of his passive before going down, but Kuro's going to clean this up. Double kill for Cassiopeia. Here, GorillA looking for a flank right here. There's the hook onto him. Sivir ult is blown, but so is GorillA's. And now PraY gets an auto onto Chaser. Wisdom taking position, and everyone from JIN retreating into the choke where they can use that Xerath poke. Chaser condemned into the wall, and that's going to be a dragon. Picked up actually by PraY right there. Wisdom didn't even have his smite up for that fight. GorillA playing Dance Dance Revolution, but can't quite make it through. PraY not going to make a flash over that wall.
Old, and there's committing to the distortion boots early. Now he's going to, of course, pop the ultimate. They're trying to get Trace next to a wall for PraY. They seem distracted between taking down this turret and fighting, and GorillA's taking a lot of damage.
And there's the ultimates coming in from Nautilus and Rumble, and that'll be Trace with the kill onto Alistar. PraY ults into the back line. He wants to get some of these single targets down. Smeb on the outside finds GBM, tries to sidestep the Q, goes down anyway, and the KOO Tigers in a bit of a rough state around this tower right
Still
now.
5v4
Cassiopeia is
action.
coming up. Will be last, and that's going to be a drag. There's nothing they can do.
You can see so much zoning potential from the Maokai and Alistar in the front. Very good positioning from them. That's 3 dragons now that have Rumble come put down. There's a really nice equalizer splitting up the threats. Once again, GorillA's left his own devices, and Vayne is not grouped.
She is now. PraY coming in from the rear. Smeb starts the engage. Chaser caught out in the front line. PraY starting to dive through the composition. Trace not able to get much on the outside. PraY turns around after picking up another kill onto Chei. They don't want to commit to this anymore.
They're seeing the teleport coming in from Maokai. We still don't see him on our screen. In the backline onto Chaser. Chaser taking a lot of damage. PraY is at no risk whatsoever, but GBM's trying to kite back.
And look at this too. PraY gets the isolated target on the side. Kuro and Wisdom now coming through the opposite choke. Smeb wants this. They're all in a line, but Trace solo will get picked off eventually. Kuro trying to dodge right here. There's the ultimate, and they will barely not kill PraY. Flash boomerang blade won't finish him off. Smeb left on his own, but he's going to take down Chei pretty easily, and I'm not sure they're going to actually be able to kill Smeb right here as Smeb dances around all these skill shots. GorillA on the other side of the wall does come in, thrown right next to Wisdom. GorillA with the flash play to get the kill onto Jack.
But just an insane fight. It went on for so long. Excellent kiting back by JIN. I didn't even know they had the venues to do so. Now Trace is comically out of position. GBM is close though. The poison registers. Kuro knows he's here. And we're waiting to see what will happen. Wisdom is low. Trace doesn't have the scrap shield available. Is taken down. Boundaries into voice up. It's hit that equalizer or being relatively useless.
That's right. Well, they're coming in right now. 4th dragon of the game, again picked up by PraY. Smeb just going to back off after blowing the Righteous Glory. Do this Baron from GBM will get found out by a sapling. Now GorillA healing up his teammates, taking a little bit of poke damage, but that's going to be a Baron because of the map play there. And now the fight's going to start. Smeb onto Captain Jack. Captain Jack in the front line just gets chain CC'd as he's knocked around by GorillA's Alistar. Kuro finds Chei all alone on the side, and there are that skirmish pickups that JIN really didn't want to see come through. But
a lose-lose situation. Do they react to these waves and lose Baron? Do they eventually try to fight after you've been chunked out by the Baron? Oh no, you're fighting in this open area. The equalizer only really delays PraY getting to the fight. Be the one to threaten the turret dive. Now, of course,
I would have sent GorillA.
Exactly, you can be sinned by the Rek'Sai Chaser since you don't have quite the same scariness. They're getting a lot of damage onto this inhibitor turret. Smeb takes free damage, hoping for PraY in the short range Vayne to get the turret. They get it, and we should see an engage.
And there goes GorillA, double knockup. Trace goes down nearly immediately, gets obliterated by Kuro. Kuro with the double kill, just moving on through the composition, and that is going to be a turret and more than likely a game win. PraY low, but not low enough to actually prevent him from attacking these objectives. Gets a little bit of lifesteal. There is going to go the Nexus. The KOO Tigers with a very measured, convincing Game 1 win against the JIN Green Wings.
We talked about GBM on this air. Did not die during that game.